Hello there, my name is Retro. I like to talk about animation, and today we'll talk about Super Team 4, a new anime series from Netflix. Now, this anime series was sort of surprisingly kind of good. I mean, it's not perfect. This is sort of a cliche samurai cartoon that is dumb, cheesy, over the top. You also well developed characters, but not a strong story. But the very end, you watch it because the characters are actually likable. The fact is so interesting. This is basically a sort of a normal superhero type of show that there's one leader chose four characters to actually stop this evil villain. Very basic, but yet this show is just so charming. It's dumb, but yet really adored now words because each character is sort of a cliche. If I don't give the names because there's no point because they all follow that sort of cliche type of character. You have the one who's a sports girl. You have the one who never stop eating, has an anger issue. You have the one who trying to be the best of the best of a nerd. You have another one is a new girl doesn't know how to interact with other people, but yet all four girls of this team are well developed. I mean, they sort of challenge their main personality, like what they are and what they present, and challenge that. And that's how you create a good character. It could be cliche, but you have to challenge that cliche. What's the more core? And that's what it does. On top of this, all four members feel like real people, real personalities, how they interact. None of them feels forced or that's why I think a young teenager would say, no, no, no. All of them have their sort of own charm. And that's it's really hard to do because you can usually make a cartoon very cliche, very about the numbers, but you don't know how to write a character feel more realistic or how a person talk to another person and yet be believable. The whole show falls apart. Even how cliche it is, even if you have high budget animation this could actually flop the first episode, but no, it knew that and understood it's all about the writing. Even the animation is phenomenal because the animation, oh my god, the animation is great. This show feels got inspired by Spider Verse sort of animation that sort of tempted to experiment, blend a few different art styles, and yet make it own unique thing because this thing sort of mixed with sort of no more 2D for cutaways with the CGI, but the rough of the character sort of models that sort of kind of shape kind of form that you see a person is big, you see a circle, but that circle have depth and sort of detail that make it sort of unique for that character. And this show does this every single character. They have moments that they set the shadows. You just see how unique, distinct they are. If you move the shadows, you still know who they are, but with less lighting, it's just sort of incredible. It's just sort of how much thought into each character. Of course, I wish they had more thought in the story, but that's not the point because the show understands focus on the characters when you need to be focused, but also work in a team. Once again, it's cheesy, but it works, especially how much personality everything has. The cutaways, the songs, the intro, especially the intro and music. It's the music just that catching, that sort of thing. In fact, every time I watch an episode, I did not want to skip the intro because the intro was good. In fact, I don't just like the intro, I like the soundtrack of this show. Even how dumb it is, it has so many good moving parts. You just like, okay, I'm into this. Especially they have this sort of mystery of the main leader, Mama K, who trained these other girls to be superheroes, even how generic it is. But she's sort of keeping secrets and even have his own real enemy who is sort of in secret, who is the puppet master. You could actually predict every single move, but you don't care because the characters are just so charming, likable. You love it. They feel so fleshed out. Like if you have a moment with her, one of the characters with their own family, their own mother, sisters, it just feels realistic. It feels them. That's what I just enjoyed. The writing is actually really good, specifically the dialogue, not the full story because the full story is sort of basic, easy to understand, and the of the mystery of who is the main villain, you automatically know the first two episodes. It's not trying to be secretive, but yet it's just how they handle it. The characters themselves make this series completely worth watching, especially how enjoyable it is. It's just so much fun. Of course, it's all about if you like that sort of kind of Batman 66 Adam West sort of style. If you don't want to talk about, just put the Bat-2C and Adam West dancing in a Batman suit. You see that cheesy little clip? That's basically imagining is this, but for more moderate audience. And that's really is. It's just sort of dumb, fun, enjoyable. And it's something I do recommend if you like cheesy samurai cartoons who know what they are and that they're just to entertain you and hopefully accidentally good stories. I mean, they do like challenge the characters and you feel compelled with the characters. Each all the small team members they have, it's just so interesting. I just wish the long story, the main plot was better because you can see this show has so much potential, especially what happened at the end of the series. Because the very end series, you find out who was the main villain, what's the twist, everything, and it just ended there. They say this is part one, part two, part come out next 3 months or half a year because this is just set up for the next 6 or 8 episodes next season. But yet, I have enjoyed, even though I have to recognize it's not perfect. I mean, the first 2 episodes are very not really well paced. Some of the things doesn't really make sense, but you there because you understood this is cheesy, this is dumb, this is fun. If you like that sort of fun, dumb Samurai cartoon, I highly recommend it. But you expecting something like Batman Beyond or the Adventures Assemble sort of well written team, you're not gonna have that. But you will have something fun and entertaining to watch for today at least. I highly recommend it if you're that type of person. If you're not, skip it. But you are, watch it. Now I have this question before I end this. How you felt about this series? Do you like it? You feel like it was too dull? You needed more time? Or you feel is the show just perfect? Because let's face it, it's sort of hard to hit this show because how dumb charming really is. And that's all I can say. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.